Hi everyone, and welcome to a toy room tour for 2022. A lot of things have changed in the world since I last did a video. A lot of things have changed in this toy room. I now work from home, so I've had to make some amendments, but it is great to be working from home surrounded by all these things that I love. So if you like Star Wars, if you like Marvel, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Turtles, Lego, Nintendo, Pokémon, you're probably going to see it in the next few minutes. So first of all, it's a quick 360 span of the room. You can get an idea what it's like. This is my little desk that I work from. I really am blessed to be working from home. So let's move to one of my favourite parts of the room, the Greedo shrine. I try and collect everything I see with Greedo on. In particular, I look for nice little custom pieces. You'll see a custom droids card there by Bill Cable. Absolutely amazing. I've got woolen dolls. I like art that I see with Greedo on. It's such a fun character to collect, and it adds a real wow factor when you first walk into the room. So just above the shrine, we've got some droids mocks. I added Boba Fett to them. The modern Boba Fett, I think he goes pretty well. And then just to the left here, we've got a kind of a Disney Plus Mandalorian, bit of Bad Batch on there. I love combining art and Funkos and Hasbros all together just to really make the collection interesting and see lots of different pieces. So now on to my Lego Star Wars. I've been collecting Lego Star Wars from the start, so 20 plus years now. Got Ewok Village there, you probably saw the Jabba's Palace and Rancor. We've got a Scarif battle scene going on. Underneath, a Hoth battle scene. I collect all the advent calendars every single year. They have some fun characters on there as well. And then underneath, we've got a Clone Wars battle scene. There have been so many clone troopers over the years. I've got most of those. The Jedis as well, battling it out against the Separatists. You can probably make out Dooku there, Ventress, and loads of battle droids. We have the amazing M.a.s.k Cantina. I love all things Star Wars, aliens and Tatooine, so I had to pick that one up. Gorindan, stopping the land speeder there in the middle of the streets of M.a.s.k. Probably saw Watto's junkyard there. Such a great set. Very, very pleased when that came out. I think they really delivered as well, especially after the Cloud City disaster. These two frames here, these are my, I guess, super rare figures, and yeah, that gold guy in the middle is an original. I think I paid 60 quid for him when he, wow, what a good decision. That was probably 15-20 years ago I bought him. I like Blue Snaggletooth. He's another favourite of mine. I've got the Gentle Giant and a Funko Pop. And back over to the Lego table there, you get a better view of the Jabba's Palace and the Rancor. You see some Sand People. An Endor scene as well. Space is a premium, so I have to combine all these sets and worlds together the best I can. I think it certainly makes it interesting to look at, especially when you're working from home. You may see some vintage space there. Lord of the Rings, that's another favourite. I was deep into that when that came out. And I love all things kind of history and castles. So yeah, medieval marketplace. Got a knight's castle there as well. So onto my Star Wars cabinet. We've got the it's the Saga shuttle there. It's not the vintage one. And then this is where my kind of modern Star Wars goes. So you're probably drawn to the Clone Wars and the Rebels. My favourite's actually Willow Hood. I love that character. I picked him up last year. He's expensive, hence him in a special case. I got a really nice Max Rebo recently as well, super blue colour. And most of these are actually my childhood. I was lucky, my mum kept all my toys, so these are pretty much all my childhood Kenner Star Wars figures. If you're watching this, you know exactly what you're looking at right now. All original, a lot of graded stuff here. It's an 80 vinyl Jara. It's an 80 Greedo. I love the little Boba Fett sticker there. free Boba Fett. If only we got that one. And it's an FA85 IG88, another one of my favourite characters. We have a couple of box vehicles there, a couple of nice play sets as well. Bounty hunters are super fun to collect. There's lots of merch for them. You can get some really fun pieces. That was an original Macquarie art bought there, I think, from Acme Archives a few years ago. Nice piece. It's the Hasbro Slave one, the latest one that they released. And I love just combining different pieces. So that M.a.s.k there was actually a Christmas gift. My wife organised that for me. That's meant to be me. Below we have the HasLab sail barge. There's not many of these in the UK. The way that Hasbro did it was actually available on eBay for about 2 minutes. They only sold about 600. It was first come, first served, and I was lucky enough to get one. It's really fun just playing around with the scenes from time to time, swapping the figures in and out. M.a.s.k is a line I never collected as a kid. These are actually fairly recent editions. I found this amazing backdrop online and I really wanted to give it that kind of 80s feel. I'm slowly working my collection up. I'm trying to look for nice pieces. So difficult to find pieces that aren't broken or damaged or pieces missing, but I love looking at that. Below the M.a.s.k, we've got actually my favourite piece in my whole room. It's the Defiant. Again, super rare in the UK, probably less than 20 I know of that are actually in the UK. It is heavy, it's an absolute nightmare to move. It can break just by looking at it, but luckily mine's in good condition. It came in a box all the way from Belgium, believe it or not, and it survived that epic journey. We've got some more G.I. Joe over here. That was actually probably my favourite toy line as a child. Robo Skull, great ship. We've got actually my first ever purchase on eBay. That was the Crimson Twins there in their fuchsia colours. And up above we've got a lot of G.I. Joes. I've bought these fairly recently, the past few years. I've been collecting those. And yes, UK exclusive, Gaucho and Jammer. Back to Lego again. We've got some Lego superheroes here. Lego Batman in particular works really well with the modular buildings that they do. We've got the cinema and the cafe there. And yeah, this big boy, you may have spotted him on the intro. The HasLab Sentinel, ginormous, just about fits into the cabinet. Got him battling the X-Men there, and you probably spy there as well the SDCC Hasbro Sentinel and the Toy Biz Sentinel as well. Up above we've got some Marvel superheroes now. They're battling it out over the Grand Emporium. Mixture there of X-Men, Spider-Man, Avengers, some cool minifigures. A few Power Rangers up above. I love kind of robots and things, as you're about to see. Down now, back to more vintage. Probably saw some Thundercats there. We've got some WWF Hasbros. Dino Riders. This is a new thing that I really only recently uncovered. The T-Rex, got him for a great price. Masters of the Universe. Mixture here, mainly it's vintage. I've got a couple of the Origins there mixed in, and if you can spy above you can see some Ultimates as well. And yeah, if you just look there to the left, I'm sure you've spotted him straight away, Scareglow. So here's the robots that I mentioned. We've got the Fort Max, the new one, and well, it was actually the reissue one of the vintage original. The Dinobots there, some Masterpiece Transformers. Soundwave is a fan favourite of mine. Some G1 Transformers. And then this is kind of, I love Japanese robots. Big favourite is the Daex from Starfleet. And then we've got Soul of Chogokin, Voltron, Mazinger Z. Amazing quality on those. Look, so we're coming back around now to where the desk is. So got a mixture of things here: Halo Reach statue, Final Fantasy, some Marvel villains here. And now we're going to kind of get down to kind of some gaming characters, if that's the kind of thing that you like. Mario and Nintendo are big favourites of mine. It really reminds me of kind of playing with the kids. Super Mario, I played it with my kids. Everything gaming, and Street Fighter as well. We used to play Street Fighter all the time. So we've got some of the figures from that. A bit more Lego Batman. Minifigures absolutely knocked it out of the park when they released those. Harry Potter there to the left. A Turtles. Again, it's only a pretty small Turtles collection. Just a few key pieces. My favourite game of all time, Final Fantasy VII. And then we've got some more Nintendo goodness. That's my childhood copy of Super Metroid, and as in the UK we call it Super Probotector. I think I've said that right. Working from home has kept us all indoors. Pokemon Go has been my new find since I last mentioned it. I love it. I'll put my friend's code down below. So I've got a few Pokemon stuff, and that big wall of carded goodness there you can see are amiibos. The amiibo wall has remained. It survived intact. I'm convinced these are going to skyrocket in value one day. And that's that gold Mario that I think I mentioned on every video that I picked up from New York City. Would have been about 2015 that I got him. So we've got a few World of Nintendo figures. They're knocking it out the park with those. Love those. Zelda. Everyone loves Zelda. Zelda amiibos are amazing. And hey, let's finish it with the KK Slider plushie, hey? So I just want to give you one last 360 tour of the room. It's only a small room. It's a challenge every time I get some new pieces. I mean, doing things like the new M.a.s.k collection probably took about 2 or 3 days to move things around and get things in place. But yeah, it's all done now. I'm really happy with the room as it is. I put some new lighting in as well since I last spoke to you. So I'd appreciate any kind of feedback, any comments. If people want to ask any questions, please let me know. But thank you very much for watching, and everyone keep well.